So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first teller, Clara Castell. She is a co-producer of What's Your Story, and also she handles a program out in Rossmore. Woo! And they've been going on for a couple of years too. So
oh,
you
my
wanna,
Lord.
yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. The show will go on.
Oh, well, I really apologize for not being Dana Sherry. She would have told a great story. And my story has nothing to do with the theme, so if you're thinking a little while into there, what's she talking about? What does that have to do with it doesn't have anything to do with the theme. But I have been working with a group of, I think my friends are over, some of my students' friends are over there, with a group of storytellers who were workshopping new stories with Joel Ben Izzy. And one of the themes that we were asked to work on was animals. So the idea was to tell a story about maybe your spirit animal or your favorite Fido or Fluffy. And I thought, no, that's too easy, because everybody who knows me knows that I'm the crazy cat lady, and as evidenced by the shirt. And this story's not going to be about cats. Eventually, this story is about, well, back when I was living in Oakland, I always had a small herd of cats, 3 usually, and I space them in ages, so one would pop off and go to the big kitty litter in heaven, and I'd have a respectable morning and then get a new cat. And so I got a new cat, and Lizzie she was supposed to be Lizbeth from that book, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but she was just too sweet to be. She was just Lizzie. And she came to our home, and she finally got comfortable with her brothers, Larry and Lyle. But she had a certain ennui. She was just not really engaging. Now, I watched that show on TV, the Cat from Hell, where this guy comes to your house and fixes your cat problems. And he's always said that cats need enrichment. Enrichment, okay. So what I did is I went out and got a great big cat tree and put it in the window of the dining room, which looks out onto this big deck I had. And she could go out and see the birds. She could see from inside the birds. And then I thought, well, what would be even better is if they would come closer. And so I went out and got bags of peanuts and shells and put them on the side of the railing, and the squirrels came, and the jaybirds, and we had lots of sparrows, and I'm not sure who was more excited about this bird show, her or me. I just enjoyed it so much. Well, the other bird I really like are crows. I think crows are great birds. They're so smart. What I like about crows is they're not selfish. When crows come, they see you're feeding them, they're not going to be selfish. They're going to say, hey, Bill, Andrew, Lydia, come on down here. There's seeds. The lady with the seeds, So they all flock in. Well, I noticed them out in the front of my house, but they wouldn't come to the back of the house. And I don't know, I think maybe it was too many trees or something. And I figured, well, I really want the crows to come closer. So, of course, I went and got more seeds, more peanuts in the shells, and I would walk around in the morning after feeding the gang on the deck. I'd go around and get all of these shells out for the crows who were start out as 5 crows and end up as 30 or 40 crows sometimes. And I'm out there flapping around in my kimono. You know, I had big posies, and you know, but it was fun. I did this for years. And the funny thing is, I met some neighbors, new neighbors, not at crow feeding time, but another time, and you know, making some small talk. How do you like the neighborhood? And blah blah. And one of them said, "Yeah, I even hear there's this crazy crow lady." So, I guess I'd gotten the reputation to be the crazy crow lady of Silverwood Avenue, and I enjoyed it. Lizzie enjoyed it, but the time came. It was during the COVID time where this was a 4-bedroom, 3-level, split-level house, 2 bathrooms, big yard, and me and 3 cats. And it just got to be a lot. It came to tree trimming time, and I said, oh, I gotta get those trees trimmed. And that's an easy $1,000. It's probably more now. And I said, now time to downsize. So I did. I went, made plans, bought a place in Rossmore, Walnut Creek, active senior living. Most of us are at least senior. And the effort of moving was terrible and wonderful, and I'll tell you that story another time. It's a great story. But I got everything out, got over there, and I was leaving, you know, for one of the last times, and I was worried about my squirrels and my sparrows and my crows. And I asked my realtor to ask the new owners to please feed them. And I left a big can of, you know, seeds and stuff. I found out later they were at least feeding the birds in the back. They weren't really doing the crow thing in the front. But so I'm at Rossmore now, and the rules are don't feed the birds. Now, I'm not really one for rules, so that didn't, you know. I start to put seeds out in the back. I'm getting all these little sparrows. I see birds I've never seen before, like a spotted towhee. Who's seen a spotted towhee? That's wonderful. And then I'm thinking, well, now the crows. Those guys. Well, my bedroom, these are like 4-plexes or something, and my bedroom roof is flat. And although I can't see up there, I can toss a bunch of peanuts up there. So now every morning, the crows come, and if I'm late, they'll peck on the roof, or there's one that does this Mexican hat dance. She said, come on, lady, get up. So I do have my crows again, and I have lots of new birds, and I never did turn into the crazy cat lady with 100 cats. But now I've got neighbors who do like birds as much as me, and we're kind of getting to be a cabal of bird people. So heck with Rossmore rules. Claire and the birds and the crows rule.